Hello everyone, my name is Joey Lynn, and I'm going to take you today through a very old game of mine. This came out, as you can see, um, October 26, 2013. The game is titled Not Sure This Works because when I released it, I wasn't sure some of the puzzles worked because somebody who I asked to playtest it was having trouble making it function properly. Since then, that same person has reported to me that they did figure out how to make it properly. So I figured now was a good time to go ahead and share this game I created with the world and just go ahead to a walkthrough for anybody who's having trouble with puzzles. So, you start off the game, you're in this little area. What's that, you want me to tell you the puzzle answer? Well, tough, because you're figuring it out yourself. Still, if you get stressed, just remember, as you can see, the trouble is that the next area is blocked off by this low wall, and what do you want to do about that? So we're going to go down here, there's nothing down here. Sometimes it may be better to just go with the flow. Wherever the wind takes you, man, just let it. You'd be surprised at what you might find. So now we're back where we started. Let's check over this way. Obstacle down there, rocks up there, and just a series of numbers. So you start off the game, you're stuck, and you have to figure out how to get past this section. The way to get past this section is that whenever you go on an arrow like this, right now I'm clicking, which means I'm actively moving myself. However, if I just let the arrow take me, raise up my hands after I'm on the arrow for like dramatic flair, the camera goes nuts and goes very far in that direction. And you may have seen that there was something down there. Theoretically, if you have trouble reading it the first time, you can do this as many times as you want to make sure that you're properly reading it. What? You may have seen at that time, the message says fourth obstacle and then an arrow pointing down, along with a bunch of cannonballs. So we have number 4, obstacle, pointed down, cannonballs, A plus B equals C. Hidden nitro exploding. And we just saw the little ally here moving. And what do you know? This is no longer blocked. But wait! We're still stuck. So you're gonna go back to where you were. Now you have to figure. Now you may be thinking, well, I did all of that nonsense to get this far. It wasn't even the right thing. What do I do now? So now you might be frustrated. You thought you found the puzzle answer, but you didn't. It's the exact same area that we've already been in. However, what's that? You want me to tell you the puzzle answer? Funny how sometimes things appear the second time, right? We're not in the same area as we actually were. So you have to do the same thing pretty much again. 7th rock, 2 cannonballs up. And of course, I encourage anybody who's watching this, who might be thinking, oh, I only need this one puzzle answer, and then I want to try for myself. Feel free to pause this video whenever you want, leave, and try the rest of the game for yourself. And that did it. now we have a secret compartment here. Ooh! This next part's pretty straightforward. If I can get the... I think he got stuck. So, basically, you just need to make that guy open those doors for you. Hello, my man, and welcome to 1 in 4 Gorge. You set to go? Do you have a guide? Do you? Okay, listen, do not attempt this part if you don't have a guide. I'm not kidding. If you try to get through this without a guide, you'll get stuck. Oh, shit. Guide. I'm not kidding. If you try to get through this without a guide, you'll get stuck, and it's been a while since I read this message, and have to restart. Oh, yeah. Don't ask me either, because I have no idea how to get through myself. You'll just have to find somebody willing to guide you. Junction 1. So, what you basically need to know here is that one of these 3 is the right way to go. 3 of these things will get you stuck, and you'll just have to restart the game. And you have to come back here later whenever you have a guide. You could guess, however, this is the first of 6. It's been a while since I took my statistics class that would have helped me remember like the calculations for what probability it is to like guess correctly your first time, but as a 1 in 4 on top of a 1 in 4 on top of a 1 in 4 on top of a 1 in 4 on top of, you get the idea. So like if you really want to beat the game, just guessing here, you actually can do that. If you wanted to, you could skip the entire game and just play it multiple times and guess your way through this section. But that wouldn't be fun, and it wouldn't be worth your time. You know, following the rules and staying between the lines is cool and all. But sometimes for real adventure, you gotta go off the corners of the map. That's what it says. And that basically means that you have to glitch your way out into this area. So, here we have the first boss fight. He kind of got stuck, so I'm not having too much of a problem with it. I didn't actually take that much health, so I decided to go ahead and just activate those mines without like worrying about it too much. And now we have an action scene, so I might shut up a little bit so that I don't die here. This is pretty straightforward. Just survive long enough to unlock this next section. Oh, thank you. You see here there's a... Oh god! There's a thingy blocking that. And you need to get rid of it. Lost a lot of health there though, so might not be the best situation. Oh, what am I doing? Let's go down there. There. Boop. Boop. Waboom. And here we are safe. So, you may have noticed that, I could have, whenever I chose to record this video, I could have selected just this part of the screen, just the part of the screen where I'm playing the game. I did not. I left my entire browser. I let my entire browser be viewable from where I'm at. There's a reason for that. So let's read these messages. Psst. Can I make a suggestion? Okay, look, just trust me on this one, okay? You'll thank me later. So my advice is, open up another tab. I'm not kidding. Right now, open up another tab on whatever browser you're on. Unless the browser is Internet Explorer, in which case, you should go download a different browser and then come back. here. It has nothing to do with the game, but nobody should be using Internet Explorer. 2013 me was really the comedian. Where was I? Oh, right. After you have a new tab, which I do, type this into the address bar. www.sploder.com. I know that website. But don't hit enter yet. I'm not done. Now add a slash and make sure it's the one where the bottom points to the left. This is annoying because that slash doesn't like show up whenever you enter a message into the shooter creator. Like whenever I'm entering these little messages and making this game, I can't actually use that slash. After the slash, type publish.php ?s. Now I've like completed this game before, so the browser I'm using, of course, remembers the exact address, but just ignore that for now. If you like want to play the game yourself, just like forget the actual address every time it pops up. Now I'll put an equals sign. Equals. After that, put a D, then 2 zeros and a 3 and a lowercase s. Yeah. And, well, don't hit enter yet because it isn't complete yet. But that's not the whole address. You still need a couple more letters, so I'd keep an eye out. So, you basically need to get all the rest of the letters in this link to play the final boss of the game. So we're gonna go hunting for them. And you may have seen right when I this guy again, or that little guy. Just make sure I don't die. Ooh, I'm very low health. That's not good. Alright, we're good. And you may have seen, whenever I was down there, I ran over one of these, which unlocked this area. A lowercase y. What does it mean? Well, it's the next letter in the link. Of course, people watching this video already know what the last two letters of that are, but I'm playing through the game just to humor people who wouldn't have that in their address bar, i.e. people who hadn't completed it yet. Oh, I'm going up here. So you glitch out of the map, you glitch back into the map. Alright, listen, I'll make this one easy for you. I really, it was not a good idea to, like, put these messages in icy areas. TBH. Okay, we're good. Listen, I'll make this one easier on you. To advance, send a mortar far enough to the right. Actually, man, I gotta say, that's a long way, and then it's like, I never been able to, like, read that message. But what you basically need to do is go with the flow again. I'm not moving at all. This is me moving. This is me not moving. And you just bounce back and forth. And then, because you're not, like, moving, you're going faster than you ever possibly could while you were moving. So you have to throw a mortar like that in order to send it far enough in that direction to free this little guy, and this little guy will unlock the rest of the level for you. Wait, go back! You revealed another letter. That's right, I did. So we need to go back here, and the letter I revealed is A. So we only actually have one left. Go away, go away, go away, go away, go away, go away. I don't need the wingman for the rest of the game. So he gets stuck there. Little message here. So how's your memory? So you go up here, and you have to fight it against the current of the arrows, and then you'll see a key. Now, normally you would think to yourself, well, I need to defeat that key to make my way through the rest of the game. The reason I asked, how's your memory, is that we've already defeated a red key. You don't need to defeat this one. If you go up against this key, you are wasting your health. So it's just a little trap there. Also, there is definitely a chance that I'm like going to get stuck. One of these times where I'm like glitching through the walls and just have to restart. What is this nonsense? I don't remember what actually happened there. Is there like, you know what it might be? And again, I don't remember this section at all, but it might just be like a switch is hidden underneath the ice here. I really don't know, though, and I apologize if anybody plays through this and they just get stuck here, because I don't remember how one goes about getting rid of that. It just disappeared for me. It's been a while since I made this game. So now you'll find an invisible wall. Oh, yeah. I can barely see this one because it's orange. Oh, one sec, I got my cable stuck. I wouldn't be able to. Oh wait, no. I'm like looking closer at the screen. There's definitely like a green switch there. Okay. So next challenge is there's an invisible wall there. How do we get past the invisible wall? Well, pretty simple. You'll like notice that the invisible wall is kind of slanted here. What that basically means is that the way that you glitch through these kind of long triangular bits, you have to do the same thing here, only it's harder to see because harder to see. You can't see it at all because it's invisible. But it's the same thing you've been doing the whole game. F. And then press enter. So now we play the final boss. Oh, look at that. Oh, I hope it doesn't get stuck here. Oh. Oh yeah, for some reason the way Flash has been working in my Google Chrome tab lately, whenever I've been trying to play games that aren't published yet, I've had to like kind of pause them before they start. He's getting away, stop him! You! It's always you! Every time, every single bloody time we lock you up. I don't know why I like made the theoretical villain of this section British, but I think, no, I do know why, because I wanted him to swear, but like American swear words are banned from like what you can say in this, but like they don't care about British swear words. Or at least bloody and sodding. I don't know about like twat or like bellend or like other British swear words. I'll have to try that sometime. Every time, every single bloody time we lock you up, you end up escaping. I'm done. I'm sick of you escaping every sodding time. Do you have any idea how long it took me to put together those puzzles? Like an hour, and it's an hour that I'll never get back. If I had $1 for every time you've escaped me, I'd have like $6. $6. Well, you know what? We're not doing this anymore. This is the end, you understand me? I'm not dealing with you anymore. Now, fry! And this section is supposed to take you within an absolute inch of your health. Because that's how you play the final boss. Oh, hello! I might die, like, once before I succeed with this. In that case, what I will do is just edit to the next to the next point at which I am at that part. So you're within an inch of the and here you're just shooting. I just broke there, it might get picked up. You're just shooting, and also you need to do a little bit of aiming. Oh god. Oh, you know what happened? I was talking while I had the atomic, so I ran out of time. So I just need to shut up and do this real quick. See you when the edit cuts. Alrighty, now we're back. Okay, we're good. And then this really long section up here is basically so that you don't get to keep the atomic for the next part. This is another part where I might die, so fingers crossed. And this is the final boss. Oh wow, I'm losing health very quickly. Yeah, generally the best way to do this boss is to just not try to shoot him yourself. I don't know why I said him. There is no reason that spider is a man, woman, otherwise. Yeah, rather than trying to shoot the spider yourself. Oh, I'm so close to death. Rather than trying to shoot the spider your death, kind of goading these. Oh, I'm dead. And we're back. But like I was saying, the best way to kill this spider is not to shoot at it yourself, but goad these mortars into cannonballing it. Oh, crap. Oh, there we go again. Alrighty, 3 times the charm. Okay, out of the way, out of the way, out of the way. I'm gonna shut up for a second. I'm trying to shoot some of those bots. No. Attempt number 4. Oh this is terrible. This is really bad. That was a terrible one. This is attempt number 5. Going pretty well so far. Yes! Awesome. And we are gonna take out. I'm not gonna read those messages yet. I'm just gonna make sure I'm safe first. Alright! Final boss defeated. Whenever I posted this game on the Sploder forums, I talked about how this was more the type of game I figured I was going to be making in the future. The reason I say that is specifically because of using this game to unlock this game lets me put checkpoints that I think Sploder has been just clamoring for. Nobody really wants to play a game anymore that's you lose 3 lives and you have to start the whole way from the beginning. I feel really bad because I don't remember which one the original Super Mario Brothers came on. I want to say it was NES, but I'm not 100% sure. Whatever. That was that era of games because the storage units couldn't store it. They didn't have the space. And it also came off of arcades that were trying to swindle money off of you. And in reality, the modern game that has just a checkpoint and then you can die as many times as you want, that's really how it should be. So the reason whenever I was this is more the type of game I want to make, this final boss, you can die as many times as you want, and I'm still here. I've still made this much progress. I don't have to go back to the beginning of the game. This is a lot more the type of game I want to be making because it's so frustrating to play so many of these Sploder games, including a lot of the games I made in the past that are upwards of 20 minutes. If you die, you have to go the whole way to the beginning. So I definitely games that I'm making in the future are going to be the type of thing that combats this. And that is ultimately the big reason this is my favorite game, is that like once you know everything, you can beat this game in like a minute and a half, but I've been playing the game for real for like half an hour. Although like part of that is the fact that like I've been talking to y'all. But now we are ready to complete the game, see what the final boss that I've just defeated has to say. Um, can we talk about this? No, wait, listen, seriously, I can help. I'm burping a lot tonight. No, listen, seriously, I can help you. If you don't hurt me, I can direct you through 1 in 4 Gorge. Ah, remember earlier? Okay, we have a deal. Good, now go to the entrance. You there? Good. Now listen closely and follow my instructions. So basically in this game we have to go back. It's not like required that you go back this way, it's just a bit faster. But like theoretically if you got stuck somewhere, which I almost did there. That might be how this happens. If you get stuck somewhere, you can actually just play this game up to 1 in 4 Gorge again, but since you've already completed the boss, you don't need to come like all the way through here again. But it doesn't matter because now we're back here. So now we are at 1 in 4 Gorge, and we're at Junction 1. Follow my instructions. At Junction 1, take the 3rd arrow down. Junction 2, take the 2nd arrow down. At Junction 3, take the 4th arrow down. So again, if I walked through Junction 1, the 1st, 2nd, or 3rd arrow, I would be stuck completely. Junction 4, take the 3rd arrow down. 1st, 3rd. 3, 1, 3. And then after that, you can add your score to both Final Boss and Not Sure This Works. I have no idea why they said my time was 5:48. Oh, it's because I've been talking. This time is going to be astronomical. I've been playing this for a little while. So, I'm sorry, you guys didn't see that, but I just had my laptop cord brush against my leg and I freaked out because we've been having a mice problem in this apartment. So for a second, I almost threw everything in the garbage. So let's go ahead and complete this game so I can go take heart medication. There's one last puzzle and it's pretty straightforward. So we go through here. And remember how a lot of the puzzles in this game has kind of been, oh, I'm moving, oh, now I'm not moving, just letting myself be guided by an arrow. You're going to do that one last time. See that there's a crystal there? Oh yeah, I forgot to mention earlier, the only mission in this game is to capture the crystal. Because this was originally supposed to be an escapee game. For those of you who don't know, escapee was in a lot of ways a really simple puzzle game series. So that was an attempt to go back to the roots a little bit. So you see here, there's a crystal, but it's outside of the map. What am I gonna do? Oh wait, I'm going to go with the flow and let myself be glitched out of the map and have a time of 32 minutes. Although Stormfall actually took longer to beat this than I did. So good on you, Stormfall, for your persistence. And that is how you beat Not Sure This Works. Thank you so much for watching. There will probably be more of these. I'll likely be going through some of my other older difficult games. Unfortunately, a lot of them are so difficult that a lot of people are only ever gonna like see them played on this channel rather than completing them themselves, because when I was younger I did not know how to balance difficulty at all. But thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.